Drumming is also an important part of what goes on over at 1803 Fulton Street near Rochester Avenue, to be sure. That's the home of Asase Yaa, the Bed-Stuy organization dedicated to celebrating and sustaining African art, culture, and traditions right here in America. Now, this year marks their 15th anniversary, and here to tell us more about Asase Yaa are its executive director, Kofi Osei Williams. Thanks for joining us, sir.
Welcome.
And we also want to welcome Zakiya Harris, the artistic director over at Asase Yaa. Welcome. I love saying Asase Yaa. What does
Which
it
we're
mean?
probably saying wrong this entire time. Tell us we aren't.
Keep me honest. How do you
Goodness.
pronounce
You're saying
it?
it perfectly right.
Excellent.
I like him already.
All
Perfectly
right.
But what does Asase Yaa mean?
So Asase Yaa means Mother Earth in the tree language from Ghana, West Africa. And Ghana is a place that my family has been traveling to since the early 70s. So like my name Kofi is also a Ghanaian name. And I have all of my brothers and sisters also have Ghanaian names. So with my brother Yao, who is also the founder and artistic director of our dance company, started the company, he wanted something that would reflect on us. We reflect some of the experience that we was going through and we was living in our life. So Asase Yaa was a name that we wanted to spread our art and we wanted to spread our experience throughout the world. So instead of naming it the World Company or something like that, we named it Asase Yaa.
I love it. Zakiya, when did you come on board and how'd you get involved?
Well, I've known Osei and Yao probably since I was a teenager, probably maybe 15. They were musicians at the dancing school that I was attending. And so from there, you know, we started performing together with other companies. And I was actually at Hampton University in college when Asase Yaa was, I guess, thought of, or the brainchild, you know, when it started coming into motion. And I got a phone call saying, Zakiya, you know, this is what we're gonna do. That's it, we want you on board. And I graduated that spring, and it was on since then.
Amazing.
Wow.
So much like BRIC, where we have a contemporary art gallery, we've got the TV, we've got Celebrate Brooklyn in the Park, Asase Yaa is a four-headed monster as well. Tell us about the divisions that you guys work with.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, we first started just as a dance company, Asase Yaa African American Dance Theater. And we would do all of these shows, and people would enjoy our shows. And people start saying, can my child come study with you? Can my child come study with you? But at the time, we just really wanted to perform. That was our thing. We would work and teach for other people, but we wanted to perform. So 5 years after we started, after we performed, we said, you know, let's stretch this out a little bit. We started our summer camp. And so this is the 10th anniversary also for our summer camp. So we started that. And the summer camp is not just a summer camp. It's an all-inclusive, arts-intensive camp, right? So we do dancing, drumming, arts and craft. We take trips. We take the children out of the state every year to a trip. Like we've been going to Dorney Park for the last couple years. So that's one thing. We have our summer camp. So that's two. We have the dance company and the summer camp. So then 5 years down the line, I called Zakiya and I said, you know what? We need to start. I said we need to start this dance school. We was working for people. We was doing so much, and we just needed our own dance school. So we started a dance school. And when we started this dance school, we was getting permits to work inside of the New York City Department of Education schools. And one day, Zakiya and my wife, who is our director of operations, they said, we need our own space. We can't keep going to the... So we opened up our center from there, which is on 1803 Fulton Street, Asase Yaa Center for the Arts. We opened up our center, but we couldn't stop there. So this year, we're opening up something new again. We have to.
Well, a little paper you may have heard of called the New York Times gave a really big shout out to you guys when you were at Dance Africa over here at BAM. So you must be doing something right, Zakiya.
Yes. We just keep going. You know, there is no finish line for us. Once we have tackled one obstacle, then the minds are working and what can we do next? What's our next goal? What's our next mission? And it just organically like falls in place. And I don't think we planned for it to happen every 5 years, but that has just been, it has actually just turned that way. So like Osei mentioned, for 5 years we've been running our dance school. So this year being our 5th anniversary for the dance school, we're deciding to do a summer intensive. So for those dancers that are really serious about studying the art form of dance, instead of taking your breaks when the school year ends, we're going to keep going with 2 different 4-week sessions. The first 4-week session would be catered to 7 to 10-year-olds, and then the second session would be 11 to 13, those that are getting ready to move into high school and have to prepare for the performing arts auditions and such.
And all those. Are the programs just for kids, or
Yeah,
are there
what about
adult
old people?
classes?
Oh no, we have adult classes as well.
Yeah?
We have some really, really wonderful classes. My favorite class is R&B line dancing.
R&B line. Y'all be doing the cha-cha slide up in there.
It's a little deeper than the cha-cha
Really?
slide. You see Brooklyn Ed,
Really?
that's the teacher. Oh, man.
Okay.
It's a really,
Yeah.
really nice class. And then we have a wonderful teacher who is a veteran here in New York, has been teaching for years, Fumalayo. She teaches Congolese dance. That's her adults class. So we have a whole, what we call Arts is Alive series, and that's for adults. And it goes throughout the week in the evenings. So if you check out our website, then you can see all of the different teachers that come in, and we have special guests all of the time.
Yeah.
The beginning of last year, this group from South Africa was here, and they came, oh man, they had an explosion. They had up to about a wonderful class, workshop. It was so many people there, and it was just the perfect way to start the new year.
Yeah, very cool.
I love it. So
We're
we're
looking at your
seeing this
babies
is
now.
from that Dance Africa.
Yes, this is from the opening.
right?
This is from the opening. This is not the show that the New York Times did.
Right.
This is the opening from about 3 or 4 years ago, that at Restoration.
Right.
Who we work very dearly with the people over at Restoration. You know, we've been close with them for a very long time.
Yeah, your neighbors on Fulton Street.
Yeah.
Well, I love that this 15 years later, your cipher keeps going every 5 years. But don't be waiting 5 years to come back. I know you guys have something happening all the time, but tell us about the center now. With so many arts organizations shrinking or trying to find spaces, they have great ideas, but no place to sit down and have a home. You guys have managed to do that and expand.
Yes. So our center, like I mentioned, I was a little hesitant at first to do it, but you know, women are powerful sometimes, so they could convince you to do some things. So, you know, we started our center, and at first it was we needed to house our dance school, and then we added on we wanted to have cultural events there, and then we added on we wanted to have community events there. So we have such an array of different things that go on. For example, this weekend we have a sister that's coming up from Washington, D.C., and she does this aerobics choreography kind of program called Asase. I'm talking about it's wonderful.
Get your waistline
Very
tight.
intense,
Yes,
but a lot of fun.
Anything
Okay.
coming up for the anniversary
Yes.
to celebrate?
We got
So,
our last 30 seconds.
Yeah, let us know.
so for the anniversary, we're going to have a major gala that we're going to start promoting very soon. Look out for that. And we're going to have our concert that is going to be superb. It's going to be major. And we bought a couple gifts for you guys. We bought some T-shirts and we bought some CDs for you all. So
Me first. This is my
You,
color.
you.
okay.
So-
so you get the throwback T-shirt. Yes.
Wait,
This is
let
the
me
throwback.
see.
This is the original.
Oh,
this is
now
so cool.
you can't have mine.
So take us home, Zakiya. Tell folks how they can get in touch with Asase Yaa.
You can meet us, or you can get in touch with us at www.asaseyaent.org, or you can just stop by. We're on 1803 Fulton Street. We would love to see you.
Thank you. This is my size,
Excellent.
extra medium. Thank you.
Excellent.